Youth sports are kicking back into gear, if some haven't already, as students return to school. But Arizona's extreme heat can quickly turn practice into a serious health risk. So how hot is too hot? And what should parents and coaches watch out for? Dr. Russell Horton, a pediatrician with Banner Health, is here now with ways to keep young athletes safe and hydrated. Dr. Horton, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
This is so important, and I can't help but think of my kids as well as, all their friends and classmates and everything. Now is the time where sports, they are kicking back up again.
Yep.
And but what people don't realize is that this extreme heat affects children more than adults.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not just little adults, is what we like to say. So
Yeah.
they have a smaller sort of surface area to their body. They lose heat a lot faster. They don't sweat as well. And if you have kids, they don't regulate themselves.
Yeah.
They don't say, I need to take a break. They don't say, I need to go grab more water. They just keep pushing through.
Right.
And so they're at much higher risk for dehydration.
Yeah, we got to police them, right?
yes,
Especially
exactly.
in that arena, no pun intended. So what are the early warning signs that a child is becoming overheated?
Yeah, it kind of goes in stages. So the first thing is they're just going to get kind of tired, crampy, complaining about muscle aches and things like that. And then it's going to progress to more sweating. They're sweating more than you might think they should.
Okay.
They're starting to get a little bit sluggish, weak, maybe dizzy. And then finally we move to heat stroke, which people probably have heard of. And
Right.
heat stroke is when they're confused, their temperature is over 104. They're just, they've stopped sweating. That's a big one we want to
gosh.
look for. And that's when you call 911.
So frightening. What should a parent or a coach do immediately aside from calling 911?
Yeah, so if you think heat stroke, don't think twice about calling 911.
Okay.
Before that, it's get them off the field, into some shade if you can, get all that gear off of them, and just have them start drinking.
Okay.
Small sips to start, and just water. But yeah, you just got to act immediately. You can't wait for it to get worse.
Okay, before it gets worse, how often should they be taking water breaks in this kind of extreme heat?
Yeah, I mean, I would love it if it was every 20, 30 minutes they could stop
Yeah.
and drink something. And
Okay.
we really want coaches, parents, athletes to know that drinking water, hydrating, does not need to be tied to your performance. This idea of you can drink when you've shown me this is really dangerous. So
Yeah.
we want them drinking before practice, during practice, and after. It's got to be an all-day thing.
Yeah, I always tell my kids, pre-hydrate, right? Don't wait till you're thirsty.
Yeah, then you're just catching up.
Exactly. Okay, I have to ask you about these, drinks with electrolytes, right?
Yeah.
You see them all the time, like a Gatorade
Yeah.
or what have you. So should they be drinking that?
Only if they're exercising for a really long time. So the
Okay.
kid that's on cross country is running for over an hour, super sweaty. I'll let them have a Gatorade or a sports drink of some kind. Otherwise, just water is fine. There's so much sugar in it, and kids can get to past that max of sugar really quickly. So we
Right.
try to just stick to water. It really is the best.
Okay, how about energy drinks? Because that has really become
Yeah.
trending right now.
It's super trendy, super dangerous. This is an easy one. It's just a hard no.
Yeah.
Kids should not be drinking them. We see all sorts of side effects, heart palpitations. They can have chronic headaches. Kids have unfortunately even died from overdosing on caffeine. So it's a hard no for us with kids and the energy drink.
Bottom line advice for parents or coaches?
Yeah, make sure that this is part of their routine. It's got to be something they do all day, and absolutely no kid should ever be denied a water break for any reason.
Okay, great advice, Dr. Horton. So great to have you here. We really
my
appreciate
pleasure.
your advice. Thank you. All right.